Have you ever paused for a moment and looked at your own skin? Not just as a reflection in the mirror, but as a living map of your inner health, silently telling the story of your body? Many of us move through life without noticing the subtle signals our bodies send, assuming that discomfort, dryness, or changes in appearance are minor, insignificant, or just part of aging. Yet, for those living with chronic kidney disease, these signs are more than mere inconveniences. They are messages, whispers of the intricate balance within, reminders that the journey of health is both external and profoundly internal. Skin, often regarded as superficial, is in truth a window to the body's deepest workings. Every hue, every texture, every irritation carries the language of kidneys, circulation, and metabolism. It tells us about the toxins our kidneys struggle to filter, the stress that accumulates quietly over time, and the silent battle that takes place within the microscopic networks of veins and arteries. It is in these quiet signals that life demands our attention, a call to mindfulness and self-awareness. Imagine the skin not as a barrier, but as a storyteller, chronicling the silent effects of chronic kidney disease, urging each one of us to pause and listen. Here, the words of Dr. Mathew R. Weir resonate with clarity. Health is a continuous conversation with the body, and understanding its language is the first step to empowerment. Every day, countless individuals overlook these signs, dismissing them as trivial. The persistent itching, the patches of dryness, or the subtle changes in pigmentation are not accidents. They are expressions of imbalance, calling for care, compassion, and conscious action. This is the moment to awaken to the subtle but powerful truth. When the kidneys falter, the ripple is felt far beyond the organs themselves. It is felt in the glow of your skin, in the resilience of your body, and in the very energy with which you meet the world. And yet, awareness alone is not enough. To truly embrace this knowledge, one must cultivate discipline, adopting habits that honor the body's innate wisdom. Hydration, nutrition, gentle movement, and consistent monitoring are not merely recommendations. They are acts of reverence toward the life within, bridges between understanding and transformation. Consider the delicate interplay of toxins, circulation, and skin response. Each toxin that the kidneys cannot filter effectively manifests in subtle discoloration or irritation, a tangible reminder that health is holistic and interconnected. It is here, in this convergence of science and awareness, that we find the profound inspiration Dr. Mathew R. Weir offers. That knowledge, when paired with mindful action, becomes a source of strength, not fear. The journey is not merely about managing a condition, but about awakening to the full spectrum of our body's intelligence. Skincare, often relegated to the realm of vanity, emerges as a vital component of kidney care, a ritual of observation, attention, and nurturing. In embracing this perspective, one realizes that every step taken towards self-care is simultaneously a step toward clarity, resilience, and self-respect. And while it may seem overwhelming at first, this network of symptoms, causes, and consequences, there lies profound beauty in recognizing that each signal is an opportunity, an invitation to listen deeply, act wisely, and reclaim agency over one's health. By observing, understanding, and responding to these changes, we transform what could be perceived as weakness into an avenue for strength, a pathway illuminated by insight, care, and conscious practice. There comes a moment in every journey of awareness when the truths we have long ignored begin to surface, challenging us in ways that are at once unsettling and awakening. For those living with chronic kidney disease, this moment often arrives quietly, in the subtle yet persistent signals that the body cannot hide, the skin becoming a canvas for what lies beneath. It is here, in this delicate tension between awareness and uncertainty, that the human spirit is tested. Imagine noticing a slight discoloration on your hands or a patch of dry skin that refuses to heal, and then realizing that these changes are more than cosmetic. They are silent echoes of the work your kidneys struggle to accomplish every day. It is easy to feel a twinge of fear, a quiet panic that whispers, "What does this mean for me?" But this is precisely where transformation begins, in the space where fear meets curiosity, and uncertainty meets determination. Dr. Mathew R. Weir reminds us that knowledge without action is like a river that never reaches the ocean. It flows but never nourishes. It exists but never transforms. As you confront these signs, you may feel overwhelmed by the invisible complexity within. The toxins your kidneys fail to filter, the circulation that falters, the fatigue that accumulates. Yet, within this very complexity lies an invitation to mastery over your own health. Each symptom, each nuance, is a message that demands not avoidance but engagement. The suspense is in the unknown. How far has the disease progressed? What could happen if these signs are ignored? The mind naturally drifts into what-ifs, imagining scenarios that may or may not come to pass. And yet, within this uncertainty is the opportunity for profound empowerment. By observing carefully, documenting changes, and seeking guidance, one transforms suspense into insight, fear into focused action. Consider the body as an ecosystem where every cell, every organ, and every vein communicates in subtle but unmistakable language. The skin, often overlooked, becomes a powerful indicator of imbalance. When the kidneys struggle, waste products accumulate, and circulation is compromised. The external becomes a reflection of the internal. Here lies the extraordinary realization that what may initially seem like minor imperfections are in fact urgent invitations to care, to listen, and to act. By embracing this perspective, you begin to reclaim agency over your own well-being. You understand that each patch of dry skin, each episode of persistent itching, is not a random occurrence, but a signpost, guiding you toward a deeper understanding of your body and the measures required to support it. And yet, the journey is not merely physical. It is profoundly psychological and spiritual. Facing these signs challenges patience, cultivates resilience, and demands a deliberate shift in perception, from seeing the body as a passive vessel to recognizing it as a conscious participant in your journey toward health. In this narrative, the teachings of Dr. Mathew R. Weir resonate profoundly. That the path to wellness is paved not solely by medical interventions, but by consistent, informed, and compassionate engagement with one's own body. Each choice, from nourishing the body with proper foods to maintaining hydration and practicing mindful movement, becomes a sacred dialogue with oneself, a commitment to respond rather than react, to understand rather than ignore. And as you traverse this delicate balance, the suspense transforms into anticipation, a mindful awareness that each step taken in care is a step toward reclaiming vitality. What once seemed intimidating becomes manageable. What once seemed mysterious becomes illuminated through understanding. Skincare, once dismissed as superficial, evolves into a ritual of empowerment, a daily affirmation that your body's messages are not threats but opportunities. It is here, in this intricate dance between awareness, action, and reflection, that transformation occurs. The journey demands vigilance, yet it rewards patience with clarity, resilience, and a profound sense of ownership over health. And while the path may seem long and the signals subtle, the rewards are undeniable. A body that communicates, a mind that understands, and a spirit that thrives in the knowledge that every symptom observed, every precaution taken, and every act of self-care is a testament to the power within, waiting to be awakened. Now imagine stepping into each day with a heightened sense of awareness, seeing your body not as a collection of separate parts, but as a unified whole that communicates, signals, and guides. For those facing chronic kidney disease, this realization is both profound and transformative. The skin, often dismissed as mere appearance, emerges as a powerful indicator, a reflection of inner balance, a messenger of the state of your kidneys and circulatory system. Every dryness, every discoloration, every subtle irritation is not a punishment or a flaw, but a call to action, a reminder that care is not just external, it is internal, holistic, and deeply personal. In understanding this, we embrace a philosophy that Dr. Mathew R. Weir embodies in his teachings. Health is not simply the absence of illness, but the active engagement with one's own body, mind, and spirit. Each day becomes an opportunity to observe, respond, and nurture. It is here that we see the profound connection between knowledge and action, between observation and transformation. When you notice a patch of dry skin or an area of discoloration, it is not enough to acknowledge it casually. You must inquire, understand, and respond. The suspense of the unknown, the questions of, why is this happening? Or what could this lead to? Becomes a catalyst for exploration rather than anxiety. You learn to look deeper, to consider the roles of toxin accumulation, circulation, hydration, and nutrition, understanding how each element interacts with the others in ways both visible and invisible. The body's language is subtle but persistent, and those who listen gain insight, control, and confidence. And as this awareness grows, so too does a sense of responsibility, not fear, but a motivated courage to act deliberately. Skincare is no longer superficial. It becomes a ritual of vigilance, an act of self-respect, and a bridge to overall kidney health. Every choice you make, from gentle moisturizing to seeking medical guidance, from adjusting lifestyle habits to monitoring symptoms, transforms into a conscious dialogue with your body, an ongoing conversation in which you are both the observer and the participant. And in this dialogue, inspiration flourishes. The challenges of CKD, the persistent discomforts, the subtle visual changes, no longer define limitations, but become opportunities to cultivate patience, resilience, and self-mastery. Dr. Mathew R. Weir teaches that the journey of health is not linear. It is layered, multifaceted, and deeply philosophical. To live fully, one must integrate understanding with action, knowledge with practice, and awareness with care. Each small, deliberate step builds momentum. What once seemed like random or uncontrollable symptoms become predictable, manageable, and ultimately empowering. You realize that your body is not your adversary. It is your teacher, guiding you toward choices that sustain life, vitality, and inner harmony. And as you embrace this philosophy, the suspense of uncertainty fades into confidence, clarity, and a sense of agency over your health journey. Every patch of dryness, every area of discoloration, every moment of discomfort becomes a reminder that your attention, care, and respect are not optional. They are essential. This awareness transforms the ordinary routines of life into acts of profound significance, imbuing each moment with intentionality and mindfulness. Ultimately, the message is simple yet powerful. Your health is a reflection of how attentively you listen to your body, how thoughtfully you act, and how consistently you honor the signals it provides. Chronic kidney disease does not have to be a narrative of fear or helplessness. It can become a story of awakening, understanding, and proactive care. By integrating skincare into kidney care, by observing, acting, and nurturing, you reclaim control, foster resilience, and cultivate a deeper appreciation for the wisdom your body holds. Let this insight guide you, inspire you, and empower you every day. Remember that knowledge, when paired with conscious action, becomes strength. And now, if you're benefiting from our topics, please subscribe, like, and turn on the bell notification so you can see our new videos early. Each click, each view, each engagement is a step in your journey of awareness, education, and personal empowerment, helping you and others embrace health with insight, courage, and purpose.